Okay, here's the two schools of thought while buying Jeep Wranglers. I love Wranglers. They retain their value very, very well. I just bought my 13th Jeep, and probably more than half of those were Wranglers. So this is a 16, it's a Wrangler JK. The two-letter designation is associated with what year split it is and what kind of body style. So this one, I bought this for $29,000. I put about $2,000 into the stereo, and this thing, I bought it for one reason. It's a 16. I bought it with 16,000 miles on it. All the work was already done to it. So when I bought this, all of the bumper, the winch, the tires, all the rock sliders here, everything was already there. And so the last guy paid that tab. And so this bumper, spare tire, the spare tire carrier I put on, which is this piece here, and that was about 500 bucks. So great shape, no wear and tear on this thing at all. And I put the seat covers on because the seats were basically brand new. So I put this Alpine stereo in it. It's got and I replaced the speakers with Alpine speakers there and in the roll bar. And so it's the stereo sounds amazing. It's got backup cameras, Bluetooth navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, everything you'd want in a newer vehicle. So here's the thing about this Jeep. Yes, it has all that stuff, but crank windows, manual door locks. It has no options. I mean, this thing is as bare bones as it gets. If you can see here, here's where your options go. They're all blanks. This is where, I don't remember what it was, but that's also not there. This is where your power window switches go. So now it's a cubby. So this, if you apply how I bought this to how I say to buy other vehicles, this completely does not follow the highest spec, highest model, most expensive and nicest one out of the gate. This is not that model. With a Jeep Wrangler, all this aftermarket stuff on it is a plus. Very rarely does that happen. But the guy who's gonna buy this from me is gonna want all this stuff on here. He's gonna want all this stuff done to it that's already done that I didn't pay for. So when I sell this, I'm gonna probably get about 35 out of it. So with the stereo, with the spare tire carrier on there, with all the stuff I put on it, I'm probably gonna be able to drive it for 2 or 3 years and make about $2,000. Not a lot, but I only bought it for $29,000, so there's not a huge margin in that. Okay, here is the complete opposite method of buying. I just picked this up. This is a 22 Jeep Rubicon with a 392. So that is the Hemi V8, first time they've ever put a V8 in a Wrangler, and this does fit the normal model that I use. It's top of the line. It's got every single possible option. It's the most expensive one I definitely could have bought. There is no more expensive one than the Rubicon 392. So this was bought brand new at a dealership with 0 miles on it, which I say never do. This is one of the very few exceptions. If you buy a Wrangler like this, it's going to retain its value. I'm going to be able to put money into this with aftermarket parts. I'm going to lift this, wheels, tires, blah, 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 all that stuff, and I'll still be able to probably break even on this thing. It doesn't make any sense because breaking even after you buy a vehicle brand new and then put money into it is pretty much impossible. If there's one vehicle that can be done, it's going to be this one. They're going to discontinue the 392 most likely in 23. So 23 is going to be the last year of the V8 in a Wrangler, which makes this even more valuable. So it makes it I want to say 3-year split to where they did that. So it's going to be a very rare vehicle, very sought after vehicle. Everybody who's into Jeeps likes power. They like this motor. A lot of them just can't afford it or don't want to spend that much money on it, but this is going to retain value better than any other lower model Jeep out there. And this thing is a very safe investment for being a brand new vehicle. Other ones like this that kind of follow the same rarity and expensive yet retain value. Dodge TRX, Ford Raptors, both of those are awesome options also, but this is a lot rarer. There's a lot less of these out there. So this is my choice for a brand new buy. We will see how it goes.